As promised, we have Baba Yao live in studio. It is Khaligraph Jones. Oh, yes. That's the thing that I like. A very good morning to you, Khali. How you doing?
What's good?
I'm good. It's good to have you here. Absolutely loving your new song, Gaza. My God. And of course, if you're listening and there's a question you've always wanted to ask Khaligraph, remember the hashtag is Khali on Kiss. So how has the response to Gaza on your end been so far?
Yeah, the reception is great.
Mm-hmm.
I've had people talk about it out here. The other day the track was trending, and so far so good, man. Like, yeah, good reception so far.
So why record this song?
Gaza? I think that's self-explanatory. But because of my background, you know where I come from, everybody knows. But in case you don't know, I come from Kayole 960, and I'm very sure a lot of people are familiar with the kind of events that have been happening out there. So me being the OG that I am, you know, I felt like I had to, take that, responsibility? What did I say? Initiative. Yeah, of trying to spread that, good message out there and trying to inspire the youth and tell them that it's not really what they think it is. It could be better. You know, look at me, I'm out here rapping and I'm making a living off this.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to take that route of, becoming a thug or things of that sort. Yeah, so yeah.
And the music video, I mean, like, you did a really good job of teasing it, because at first I was like, why is Khaligraph in a coffin? What's not happening? And it's his page that's posted it up, so this guy is very much alive. So was that awkward for you shooting that video, or were you just like, you know what, I'm trying to bring out a message here?
It wasn't really awkward for me because we were having that conversation off air, and I told you one thing with me is that the videos I try to do, or my videos, I try to make them a little bit different. So personally, I felt like the message that I was trying to put across would have been better with a casket on set, me lying on the casket, because it was me on the video, and I was trying to, give out a story from two different perspectives.
Yeah.
Me, the dead guy, and me, the thug now. So, yeah, the casket was very essential in the video. It had to be used.
Because that's where it always ends up.
Exactly.
At the end. Okay. You know what? I love the song. All right. And I'd asked you if you ever had a brief stint as a poet. Because it's always very hard to write about something that you've not experienced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, verse 1 is, the thugs who have been left, they haven't passed on, they haven't been shot or anything. You, like, it's very hard to put yourself and really come out as believable. Okay, like, Khaligraph, is there something you're not telling us about your past? But how long did it take you to write this particular song?
Oh, how long?
Yeah.
Like a good hour. 1 hour.
1 hour?
Yeah.
So it is here like 1 week, 2 weeks? No, 1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour.
Yeah.
And so while we were playing the song, and if you're live, if you're on our Facebook page, that's Kiss 100 Kenya, we're live. We were talking about how the song has been written about. Most people are focusing only on verse 1. All right. Is it something that irks you because you're leaving out part of the message that I want out there?
To some extent,
yeah.
But such is life, man. As long as the real fans know that they know what I'm talking about, that's all that matters to me. And me, myself, I know I'm trying to put that good message out there. So, yeah, whatever they say. They always trying to talk smack about the OG and this and that, but it is what it is, man.
And I want to take you back to when you first heard about Hezi Wakayole, right? I don't know if you can remember that moment when you were hearing about this guy who's posting up photos saying you're next, or posting up photos of people that, he's shot down, or kids really that he shot down. What were your first raw emotions to that? Because this is an area that you lived in.
Well, I can't say, but it is what it is, man. Like I'm really trying to avoid that talking about that for a lot of reasons. Because everything I had to say or everything I needed to say is already on the track that I released called Gaza, you know. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about that.
About what you felt when you...
Yeah.
Okay. Now, your studio. All right, your studio. Have we had you since you opened your studio?
Of course.
So I have already congratulated you because that's a big deal, all right? You know, going into serious business, eh?
Yeah.
So how's it going so far?
So far so good, man. We're grateful to God out here. Everything is working out well. Got the studio running. You know, we got proper clientele, you know, coming through out there. And yeah, man, like things are really looking up.
Are you signing on artists?
Yeah, I've signed so far 2 acts. But I'm not going to be disclosing the names right now. You know, we're trying to get them things ready so that by the time I put them names out there, you know, they popping and they, you know, they out there like OGs as well. It's like they daddy out here. So yeah, but that is something you're going to have to anticipate for, because it's going to be crazy. Yeah. Okay,
so what does Khaligraph look out for? Because imagine I'm like an upcoming musician, and maybe, I don't know, I'm performing at a small gig. I don't know that Khaligraph is sitting at the back trying to scout for new talent to sign. What pops for you?
Basically, just like the whole package, man. Because you can't just be a good rapper and expect to blow up. You know, talent isn't enough. You need to have discipline. You need to be, you know, hardworking as well. You need to know that sacrifices are going to be made when it comes to music. And you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. These things take time. Once you have all those you know, qualities, then definitely that's something I can look up to, you know. Probably work together.
But either way, even if you're not signed on, you can still come to the studio and record
and you
yourself.
can still roll up, you know, Blue Ink Studios. Roll up, book a session with us today, man. We give you nothing but quality music. All my tracks, all my songs since Ting Badi Malo.
Yeah.
It's all courtesy of the Blue Ink Studios. So,
okay.
Yeah, we've been out here for a minute and we doing things out here.
So one thing that I do, and I do very well, is Instagram stalk, okay? Wow. So even like your new ink, I was like, wait, I saw that on Insta stories at some point, right? So he has some new tattoos. You'll probably see them in the photos that we're posting up on Kiss 100 Kenya. But aside from that, I love how you handle the trolls. The internet trolls, because so there's extremes. 0 for Khaligraph is that if you comment some strange things on his photos, he actually replies. How come you don't ignore?
I do ignore, but sometimes, you know, kichapo lazima kichapo tu yani. It's actually fun.
Yeah.
Me, I like doing that sometimes, you know. Yeah.
So it's actually interesting. So that's 0. 100 for Khaligraph is when you guys will troll him over, oh, I'm a Tintin Lily, and then a song comes out. Were you at any point in time with the Toatin situation ever bothered? Because it seems like what was really dope was that it seemed like you were having fun with it. Like, you're like, oh, you guys are saying what? Sawa, let me write a punchline. Was there any moment during that whole scenario that you actually got genuinely bothered by it?
Oh, yeah, I'd be lying if I say that no. Because I remember when that whole thing came out. I was just from doing such an interview on TV. Yeah. And I was talking about a show of mine that I had. Kali Day, my first official show. Yeah. So roll up in the studio, you know, we're doing this interview. I'm being hosted. I'm out there looking fresh. Yeah. I never seen a rapper looking so fresh out there on the TV, you know. I was out there rocking a blazer. We talking about the show, but then the next day when we have the video uploaded on YouTube, the title is changed. I don't know, and the color correction of because the actual video that was being played on the TV wasn't the same that with the one that was uploaded. Nobody reacted when I was on live television.
Yeah.
But the video on YouTube, even with the title, I was like, yo, what's happening out here?
Yeah.
I tried to do my show, came through for the interview. And now you people are only talking about, it's not even about Khaligraph's show anymore.
Kali Day, nothing.
It's about Khaligraph bleaching and stuff like that. But I was like, okay, cool now. I just a reason to go to the studio and record a track because I can actually make a kill out of all this.
Yeah.
So what did I do? Went to the studio and same exact date, recorded Tour Tent, and then I released it on the same exact day. and man, like I'm just one thing. I'm very happy that all that happened. Because the Tour Tent, the interview, the way the title was changed.
Yeah.
Because then it put me, on another level. Because I performed at Migori the other day, man. Like, you know where Migori is, man. Like, and
far.
I was out there, I was performing Tour Tent, and the reaction from the fans was crazy. So all that happened, I'm actually very happy.
The silver lining in everything. But did you feel set up? I didn't know, like, they actually changed up
the thing is, one thing with me, if you've been following up on the OG, I never had negative press.
Yeah.
Aside from beefing and stuff, everything is related,
normal.
Which is normal in hip hop.
Yeah.
But with the whole bleaching allegations, a lot of people felt like they can use that, against
on their
me.
end, yeah.
So even when the reason as to why I never came with an explanation, I'm like, it's because I know them people had already made up their minds, and them haters out here, they're very vocal.
Yeah.
Once we have such scenarios, So I was like, okay, cool, man. I don't really care out here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I do. OG come through, do that Tour Tent joint, trend out here, make money. And I'll be making, it's real talk. I come from Kayole. Metoka Kayole mimi. Kuna wale watu wananisikiza mara ya kwanza wanajifikiria hata siwezi ongea Kiswahili. Metoka Kayole. But Mungu ameninua mefika place flani yani. It's not every day you see a hip hop act
getting even
it's
being
like,
mainstream.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
I put out a track like Gaza. That's a deep hip hop track. You don't get tracks like those being played on. I don't know about you, but it's very rare you hear such tracks being played on a show like this.
It's not
but we making moves out here. So either way, irrespective of what is said or what is done, or the OG's gonna be out here and we're gonna be making moves, because I want to inspire the youth and I want to let them know that it doesn't really matter where you come from. If you ambitious and if you put your mind into something you want to achieve, then you definitely gonna get it.
Amen.
You're broke. Yeah.
Because most of the time when people get trolled or attacked, it's normally they either go undercover and silent, because it does actually affect you. At the end of the day, even celebrities are human beings, guys, right?
True.
But we've never seen somebody have as much fun as you did, Khaligraph. And of course, it's live on Kiss FM with Weadell Onyango. And in fact, I just remembered there were so many people who are still talking about it even to date.
Yeah.
I think I opened up mpasha.co.ke this week, and I saw Ringtone has come out, and he's still talking about, don't bleach, and still talking about the whole Tour Tent situation. How does it make you feel when other celebrities, because obviously they're the people online who follow you and stuff who are talking, but when other celebrities, even in the gospel world, are still talking about it?
Actually makes me feel great, because that goes to show you that right now you're so relevant in the industry that even some gospel acts have to talk about you to be relevant as well. So it's all good, man. Like I don't really care about that, or I don't mind. You should say whatever, because at the end of the day, you know what, the OG's gonna be the OG.
Yeah. But I love earlier on you were talking to young people and telling them, it doesn't matter where you've come from. But even in terms of trolling, because that's what you experienced, whether it didn't affect you or not, it was trolling at the end of the day. It was cyberbullying as well. The young people who are going through it right now, and the young people who do not have the confidence that Khaligraph has, or they're not rappers, they can't go into studio and record a song about it or whatever, and they're being trolled about how they look, where they come from, whether they don't have money. What can you tell that young Kenyan who's going through it now?
Well, what can I say? All I can say is just be strong out here, man. Unfortunately, we are living in a generation where, we have, what do we call these people? Keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors, yeah.
Yeah, they gonna say whatever, but, you just stay strong, keep on doing what you do, and don't pay, too much attention to these people, because their aim is to slow your progress and all that. You just stay strong and stick to your purpose, Yeah.
So we are going to end with Gaza one more time, because there was somebody on our Facebook live feed who was like, what is he saying in Gaza? I'm like, okay, we'll play it. Please turn up your volume, okay? And then listen to the lyrics again. But we're about 24 days out from the general elections, right? Many people listening are going to be voting for the first time ever. And I remember my first time voting, which was the last elections. I didn't do any research. I was just so excited. I'm like, I'm a Kenyan. I am now an adult. But what is your advice 24 days away from the elections to all the young people who are going to be heading to vote?
Well, do your research, and just make the right decision, maintain peace. Yeah.
Maintain peace.